Hello my crafty friends, welcome to my channel. For today's video we are playing with my new stamping platform that I hauled, and we're going to make one of these in like a warm tone colorway and then make a wreath with the fruit. Probably emboss it too, and that way we can watercolor it. And then I don't know if together they'll make a project, but we are learning how to use these tools. So let's use the stamping platform too with the layered stamps. So this is how, this one goes with that. This is how it all comes. And as I understand, this is like a sticky mat. I'm wondering if I even need it yet. I don't know. I assume that there's a film on it. Yeah, there's a film. Okay, we're committing to it. Okay. And then this goes there on the little notches. And then these is like this. Okay. So that's that part. Then we have our stencils. And we are learning together. Okay, we are learning together. Oh, and I wonder, why do I need this one yet? Maybe for something else, because I feel I can use the notches here and have something there. See, but I don't know if I need the sticky part all the time. Okay, let's see. Then I have my oxides here. So, like I said, I got a warm color palette. So we're going to probably go lightest to darkest so that I can use one painty thing and go from there. Let's get a piece of cardstock. Okay, so at first reaction when I'm working with the layered stencils for this product, I have to say, very easy, very user-friendly. I did, the only thing I had to remember always was the color blending. Tip is always to go from lightest to darkest. That way, the colors won't bleed that much into each other or make the lighter colors, darker in essence. So do remember that when working with this. So this is my only layered stencil that truly goes with this, just because of those little double notches at the top part. But I'm wondering, since it has a sticky mat, I could probably use other layered stencils on this with that adhesive portion and probably do it quite well. I will say the sticky part it's sticky. Like, I'm wondering if it loses its stick, like the kind of like a silhouette cameo cutting mat. And I know probably, is it Tim Holtz or is it the Misty that more has like those magnetic little adhesion clips for the board. And I'm wondering, since I had never tried that one, I wonder if that would be easier, because I don't know if this mat is replaceable. But nonetheless, as a stamping platform, as a newbie to this, crafty form, I love it. I love it, and I can see myself using this in other colorways, as well as cutting it up into strips for maybe art journaling and collage art. I think it is fantastic and need more sets. Okay, you guys, this is so cool. So cool. Like, what? Okay, I'm in love. I really like that. That's really pretty. And I also like the colors I picked. I mean, granted, staying in a color family is always helpful, but very cool so far. All right, now that we have this. Oh, see, and then I did that because that was my tail. How do I clean this? Probably baby wipe. Let me get a baby wipe. So what's great about this tool, at least, overall, just looking at it briefly, is the sticky stuff, to re-stamp. It has that ability where I don't have that in, stamping by hand. So there is some merit to that. And yeah, I think this is great. I mean, I am an amateur card maker / doing all these things, but I am willing to learn. And recently I just hauled from Michael's a pack of, on my desk, like just cards, base cards in white that I picked up just on Hobby Lobby so that I can possibly like use this for making a card and or this, whatever I create. So that I don't, so I have these little projects too, you know. Okay, so this little example, just because I could do that. Orange, well, all of them, even if it's because I'm trying to think if I make like a little wheel, but I'm wondering if that's going to be hard to keep it on. This one seems to have done, which is it? The strawberry with the little flower number. Oh, I guess maybe just a flower and then some leaves it repeated. So it didn't take one of the whole thing. So, all right, this is just going to be a learning curve. Learning curve. Okay. All right, we're learning. We are learning. So, we are doing the strawberry. Let me get my archival ink in case I put it into my art journal or something. I don't want the ink to move. Okay, and if okay, so it does have notchy clicks where you can know that you moved it, I guess, a certain degree, 25 degrees. I don't know the percent, but there's like a click. See? And then we'll click it again. Okay, so bear patience with me as we figure this tool out together. So you did hear the little notch click that happens so that it's always done. I don't know what the degree is for that click to happen so that your wreaths come out in essence perfectly symmetrical, which I think is fantastic because the less error on my end, the better, because if it was just all loosey-goosey, I would be messing it up every single time. But that notch that you heard is key in having this be perfect. And so as I take the other like fruit elements and little leaves and stuff, I'm just kind of seeing where they fit into the pockets of space. That way I know that they will fit in each pocket all around the wreath. I think this is genius. Now I think there's probably similar products on the market, but I think this is a very valuable one to have in our arsenal of crafty supplies. I think this makes it very user friendly. So even with some of the leaf elements, I'm just kind of seeing like, will this leaf fit on the bottom? Will it fit on the top? What else can I fit in these little pockets? And it lets you audition it out, which I think is fantastic. I think this is also fantastic for any sort of icon, butterfly, floral, stamps that you have in your collection that you would want to create a wreath for. I can see using this for art journal pages too. Like once I make this, color it up and then, kind of cut out whatever elements I needed to or have them off a page. I think this could make definitely just really cool ephemera if you wanted to fussy cut, portions out to still look like a half circle or a wreath. You know what I mean? Like not just to cut it out for the sake of cutting each individual piece, but definitely a cool tool, and had fun making this wreath and filling in all the white space. You guys, how cute is this too? Ugh, I'm in love. I'm in love with this device. So good. So good. I just got to actually read. When I printed that with archival, you know what? I think the thing just learns to stay dirty. It accumulates it. Okay, so let's watercolor this out. And that way I think, in my head, I'm thinking like I could make two cards. One with the cutout from this and do some sort of the butterfly dies that I had from Tim Holtz, or what have I hauled also recently with the sentiment. And then this one, because I know that the card, what is the card? Is it 5x4? It's like a 4x6 kind of, what is that size? It's like one of those A2, A4, I don't know the size numbers. And I feel like I'll just like cut like half of it so you still know that it's a wreath, and go from there, I think. And so these were my Prima, is it Prima? Watercolors. You've seen me use these in other art projects. They are from Cherry on Top too. So let's get coloring this lovely little wreath print that I made. I'm going in with just like, you know, the 2 tones or 3 tones of green for the leaves and the 2 or 3 pinky red colors for the strawberries, etc., etc. This coloring, you know, is meant to be just a wash, a suggestion of color, not meant to be realistic. I'm no, you know, watercolorist, even though I, you know, after coloring this, I almost need like a coloring book that has the thicker watercolor paper so that I can bust out my watercolors, because this was fun and easy to do, and it dried rather fast. You know, sometimes I'm impatient. You saw me like dab up some of the, you know, probably wetness or, you know, pooling of extra water, excess water, and that was fine as well. I can see this being used, I think I mentioned it, with like other stamp sets, like if you did a floral arrangement, could be quite beautiful. Butterflies used for this, quite beautiful. And so overall, like I said, I'm not a card maker, but I can see how using this as a almost a like a repetitive motion, or like, you know, when you want to do like an assembly line, this could be very helpful in that, because you can do a bunch probably when you're just in the mindset of doing all your stamping for all your cards and then all of your backgrounds for your cards, and then kind of go into the next steps of embellishments and sentiments, which I think made this project fun for me, because I'm rarely making cards, but I do like it today. Okay, darling, so they are dry. I tried flattening them out enough. I took the Scribbles, is it Volt Scribbles? Scribble Butterfly, and made 2 of these. So one is going to go on each card. And then this is a stamp set that I know comes from Tim Holtz, one with more sentiments. It's a bigger sheet. But this little half sheet of one, it's like a sampling. This is like a Joanne set. And I thought I'm going to stamp out a sentiment on some vellum, and that way it'll be a little bit off from the busy backgrounds. So I think the vellum will do good. And I'll do it with Stays On ink. So let's stamp that, and let's put these together and cut these down. These are my card backs too that I got. And let's finish these off. I'm so proud of myself. So I'm selecting this Tim Holtz set. Like I said, I know there's a bigger collection that is available through Stampers Anonymous. This one is just one of those like little mini sets that is found at Joann's, which I must say I do like having the mini sets because sometimes the investment of a $25 or $30 Tim Holtz stamp set can be a little hard sometimes, but these mini ones, go check them out, because I think they're like 13, I want to say like $12.99 at the store, and then if you wait around for a coupon, you know, it brings it down to under 10, you know what I mean? So I went with sentiments that were a little bit more general, not so specific, like a birthday or a get well soon kind of thing. One just, I think, says shine bright, and one says like just for you. Don't know when I'm going to give these away, or for, you know, when but I have them, and like I said, this whole card making process was an eye-opener to it for me. You know, I'm not a card maker, but I could be. This was a lovely project, you know. And so I did this project. It is I'm doing the voiceover and the video after the fact, but it is a blog post on a Cherry on Top. So all these products were found there, and even the butterfly die cut sets and the stamp, and I just stamped them on vellum so that you could still see the background shine through, which I thought worked out very well. You can go more, you can do less, but this is where I took them. Okay, you guys, I have just finished making my first 2 cards, and I'm very proud of my efforts. Those layered stencils are so cool. My little sentiments. What do you guys think? They're my first cards. And then the wheel to make all of the circular, going to be so fun to play with. And with that circular was the perfect spot for that sentiment, so it didn't get lost on the background. Now, granted, I almost feel like, should I have not stamped a sentiment, because I don't know who I'm going to give them to. But at least these just lend it to be neutral, I hope. And they come with their little envelopes where I had them out. Where are their little, yeah, they are. One envelope for you, and one envelope for you. I'm so proud of you, everyone. What do you think? It's so fun. That stamping platform is going to be fun to use. I'm going to make a lot more of these papers, and I'm going to play with that some more. Maybe we'll do an art journal page, but even so, some of this stuff too, this leftover, could be great collage little pieces too, like to add to little pieces, you know. So I'm going to have a little dish with this getting set, because that's pretty cool. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Hello to everyone that's always here with me, enjoying my crafty adventures. Please give this video a thumbs up. It always helps my channel. Until next time, everyone. Bye.